Hi everyone, this is a video log of how I make my kimchi. Chapter 1. Gather all of your ingredients. I'm not really a pro or anything, but this is how I survive my cravings here in Switzerland. All of these ingredients can easily be found in standard Swiss grocery stores, except for the gochugaru here, which can be found in an Asian grocery stores or in a Korean grocery store. Chapter 2. Prepare your napa cabbage, also known as Chinese cabbage. So clean your sink, bench, gather all the utensils. This is how I cut my cabbages. So I halve them and I just pull them apart and they just come right through like this. And you halve them again so they're in quarters, and I do the same. Then I cut the stalks off and I just chop them up into bite sizes. And I do that for all of the cabbages. Now wash your cabbages really thoroughly. Now we can salt the cabbages. The salt that I got here from Migros is too coarse, so I need to blend it a little bit until it's a little bit finer but not too fine. Pour the salt over the cleaned cabbages and mix it well. I had some salt left over, so I stored them away for my food and cooking. I left the cabbages for about 4 hours and they were ready. Chapter 3. Making the sauce. First you need to make the flour paste. You can make it with rice flour as well, but I just used plain white flour. We need to make this first because it needs to cool down before you mix in with the sauce. Now on to the next ingredients. So you just need to wash, peel, chop them, ready for the blender. You need loads of garlic. And when I mean loads, I mean loads. In Korea, we eat a lot of garlic. It's probably used in most of Korean dishes. Chapter 4. Assembling everything together. Part A. You need to check if your cabbages are ready. You can do this by bending it, and if it doesn't snap like normal cabbages do, then they are ready. And they need to be washed thoroughly so that it doesn't taste salty anymore. Chapter 4, Part B. The sauce. You're gonna mix in the blended paste of ginger, garlic, and all the other ingredients that we saw before, and mix it in with the flour paste. It has to be cooled down. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can add more or less depending on how you like it, but 2 spoons for me is just about perfect. Add the Korean chili flakes, also known as gochugaru. You can add a lot or less depending on how you like it. I'm adding a little bit this time because this gochugaru is from my auntie and it's super spicy. If I add too much of this one, it'll kill me and my husband. I added some chives and spring onions to it. They usually have Asian radish in kimchi, also known as daikon, but I'm not a big fan of daikon. I've seen some people add carrots or apples instead, so you can be creative. Chapter 4, Part C, the final part. Mix in the sauce with the cleaned and drained cabbages. These are my kimchi gloves, by the way. It's not used for cleaning, it's just used for making my kimchi. Mix them in really well, like so, and then your kimchi is done. My kimchi is not as good as my mom's, and it will never be as good as my mom's, but this is how I can get by here in Switzerland. And this is the final product. Now you can make kimchi as well. I hope this was helpful.